Hi guys, welcome to another video. So today we have the last game of our series of 1v1s against the very hard AI, and of course we are fighting in the Fallen Mirror today. As I mentioned in the end of the last video, I will actually try the same strategy that we did in the last game against the Beast, and that will be the Hive Splitter spam where we will upgrade the Metamorphosis ability so we can actually make our Hive Splitters fly. And also, yeah, I don't really use this strategy too much, so I don't have much experience with that. I don't even know if it will work here, but I mean, as we saw in the last game, it worked pretty fine. And as I discovered, actually the Hive Stingers have spike damage, so I believe that it might actually really work against the Hive Spitters because they are taking more damage from pike damage, as well as the Avengers that are part of the army of Hive Spitters. So I believe that this strategy really might work, but of course we'll have to see. That's why we are trying it right now. I'm just doing the baseline opener here as Fallen, so we will make five harvesters on the gold fields, one for gems mine, one for trees, and after that we'll make our first summoner, or I mean we'll have second summoner, but it will be the first one that we make, and we'll probably just create an incubator with him, and after that we will just make him into the control form. Or actually we might make the incubator with this summoner, because of course we can remove the control form, then we can build a building and control form again, because it takes only 18 seconds, so we should have enough time for everything. As you can see, he's not making any units here, so that actually means that he's really going for the Hive Spitters, so that's a really good thing, because I'm actually recording this for like a fourth time right now. I really wanted to test this against the strategy of Hive Spitters, so I actually restarted it a few times, but right now seems like we finally got the game that we wanted. As I said, we'll create the incubator here. We won't waste any more time. Of course, right now I won't be able to make hive stingers, but I can also create another hive here with the new summoner, and after that we should already have the population here, so I'll probably just create a harvester. As we saw in the game against the beast where I was playing this strategy, we don't really need any gems, so probably not too much of a point to make a second harvester for the gems mine. But of course I still want to have 6 of them on the gold fields and 2 of them on the wood, so we are still going to make a little bit more of those harvesters. And of course I'm still making this pattern of one harvester and after that one summoner, one harvester, one summoner, so we don't run out of the population. But as I said, it will be our last harvester. And of course we'll need the summoner as well for the wild cocoon, because that's the building that we need for the metamorphosis upgrade. So I will just wait with the summoner right here. We don't really need the population right now. Of course, also start making hive stingers in the other hive. And I mean, we might just remove this one so we get some resources. And I want to upgrade this because they will actually give us some armor. And I believe that might help us. Also in the beginning, but I mean overall in the game, because as I mentioned in the last video as well, the more units you have, the more value the upgrade will have, because of course if it increases by one armor for each of the units, then it will be just multiplied by the amount of units you have. So since those units are super cheap, you can make so many of them super fast, it will be really valuable to upgrade this early. Also we'll need a third hive after that as well, but right now I will just prioritize prioritize maybe expanding or something, but also we have to keep in mind that we will need the metamorphosis upgrade. So I hope that the tough carapace for the armor buff will be finished at the same time that we finish the wild cocoon, because I don't want to waste any more time here. I mean, we will probably need more population before the expansion, so I'll just control form our summoner here. And he already has 4 or 5 hive spitters. I don't know when he will go for the expansion, but hopefully we can keep up with him. And right now we are already making the metamorphosis. Of course, it's not like super strong right now, because I mean, if I fly up, he will just be shooting me and I won't be even able to attack him. So maybe not like the best thing to upgrade right now, but I just want the ability to be unlocked so we can use it later. The main point will be that I can just fly above him and then drop all of my hive stingers around his army so he can't run away and I can damage him from all sides. Of course, if I would just take them like this, I would just have to run on him and he would shoot like half of my army before I can even get to him, mainly after he will get the Avengers. So I think the flyability will be really important in this strategy as well. So right now I'll just make more of them and probably this is maybe the time to expand. But of course I want the fast reflexes, so I will just remove one hive stinger, and before this one is finished I will have the resources again so I can start making him, but this of course ensured that I didn't have any gaps in my incubator between the upgrades. And right now I will just probably save the resources for Dark Fortress. As you can see, he's also going for the expansion, so here it's probably the best time to expand. I won't be able to keep up with that. Also, I mean, he's here, so probably I'm not really able to stop that expansion. We can maybe try to scare him away. I don't really know how well that will work, but actually it seems like he might just retreat. So, I mean, if he does, I won't complain, because if he retreats to his main city, I will just destroy the expansion and we will get a really big advantage, because we are behind with the expansion. But I mean, right now if he turned on me, he would probably destroy me, I think. Or I don't know, we have the pike damage and he's taking more damage from pike, but I think still he should be able to kill me, I think. I don't really want to fight him, so I would just probably let him expand here since he's defending it. I was just trying if he maybe retreats to his main town and keeps the expansion undefended. And right now I will also defend my expansion, so we will just mirror his actions. And I mean, I will need probably one more summoner because we will need the soul trap building, so we can actually upgrade our ice spitters even more. We could maybe upgrade, or this is actually only for hive spitters. Yeah, here are the hive stingers, but I mean it's just a movement speed. I don't know, maybe we can try that. I don't really upgrade that usually, but we will see how big of a difference that is. Of course, we are still maintaining the hive stinger production, and after we finish this fortress and actually start mining here, then we might actually create a third and maybe even fourth hive. Also, as you can see, I'm making some harvesters once again using my dark fortress, so we can actually fill up our expansion with harvesters uh, much faster, because we will be making them twice as fast if we use both of our dark fortresses here. And of course, as I said, we don't really need the gems, so I still have only one harvester here and I won't even probably make any of them here unless I decide to make some changes in my army. And since we are trying this strategy, just testing it out, I don't really have the reason right now to change anything. After those two harvesters, I will make the, or actually I will maybe reduce it to 1, so I can make some hive stingers. But I was talking about the summoner, that I will create one more summoner so we can build the third hive. I wouldn't say that we have the resources right now yet, but of course it will take some time to build the building. So even if I will have some gaps between my harvester, I mean the harvester production, it's still, I think, a good idea to build a hive right now, because it will take some time and we will need a lot of soldiers pretty soon, I think. Of course, he's still making just the hive spitters. It will take him some more time. Yeah, he started the Vengeance Hall, but he will still need the Chamber of the Avenger. And after that, he will just start making some of the stronger units. So right now, we should be pretty okay. But I mean, it's still a good idea to prepare the hive. Also, I can already make the upgrade here. I won't probably use the main fortress anymore. I can just fill it up here, because we should have 3, 4, yeah, maybe one more might be made here, but not too important. We are not in a rush right now. I don't know if we would win this, but I mean, I don't mind that he's not attacking me. And of course I'm also not attacking because I'm not too confident with this strategy. Maybe if I knew the real strength of it, I would already kill him, but I'm just trying to play a little bit more safe. Also, like, as you can see, one problem here, the Hive Stinger recruit time is so fast that I basically always forget to make more of them, so I have lots of gaps here. So, of course, if you really make this strategy perfect, you train it for some time, you will probably become much more faster here. I don't know if he moved a little closer to me right now. It seems like he's kinda close. Kind of scared of him attacking me. He's also making the Chamber of Avengers already. But I mean, we already have so many upgrades that I think that we should be okay. As you can see, we have one more attack, one more armor on each of them, and here we have the second armor. And also I will queue right away the Hunter Reflexes for damage as well. And since we already have all the harvesters here, I will probably just create a summoner and we will build another hive, and I will actually build it right here in my expansion because we have this place here for it, and it will be closer to my enemies, so I can uh, actually repair my army if something dies much more quickly. So this will be our hive here, maybe even 2 of them, so we'll have 5 in total. And of course, as we experienced it last game, we will need a lot of groups, so I will just put my production buildings right away to the group 10 with control 0. Right now I will just regroup all of my units, so we actually see how many of them we have. Of course, remember that each group is 15 units. So right now we have 4 full groups and one more hive stinger right here. Of course, again another gap in the production of my units. And as you can see, I'm also adding my groups to the super group, so I can just control all my units at once. And we will need another summoner, so we can actually build one more building, and that will be the Hall of Whispers, so we can research the last upgrade for our hive stingers. Yeah, we also upgraded the movement speed buff, if I remember right, but I don't really see like a huge difference. Maybe it's a little bit faster, but not too sure if that's worth it. But yeah, it will cost us just a few resources, probably some gems that we don't need, so if you have the resources you can probably just upgrade it, but it's not essential. We have the 2 new hives here, so I will just start creating more hive stingers right now. And as you can see, we are running out of population super fast. once more, so I will need more summoners in both of my dark fortresses. And he also already have the first Avenger. And as you can see, he only has like 400 HP because he didn't upgrade the Equilibrium buff in the Chamber of Avengers yet. Also talked about that in the last game. And I mean, I will probably have to attack him before he builds the second expansion. Maybe I might build second expansion as well, but I don't really want him to make like super big army and mine too many resources. So I want to see how this goes. He seems like he's still somewhat moving there, so I don't know if he's preparing for attacking me or something. Seems like he's a little bit hesitating there, but we'll see. I mean, I will make the one more summoner here and try to create an expansion. I don't have aerial or any flank unit that could bring my summoner here over there, but I mean, we can probably just walk here. If he tries to attack me, I will just fight him and we'll see the result. And also, as I said, we have 5 production buildings right now. I have a lot of resources. So I mean, the longer we wait, the stronger the army will be on my side. I think. I would say that we are making more units faster than him. I mean, like the strength of my army is increasing faster than his because we have so many production buildings and the units are produced so fast. Of course, I still don't have the third upgrade for my armor and damage on my high stingers, so that might be a small problem, but I believe we can fix that pretty fast. Also, we'll need some more of the summoners, and I believe that we might actually run out of gold in my main town. Yeah, probably in like 5 to 10 minutes, and after that I will need to create the expansion here probably. Uh, I mean, we have of course a much bigger army, but I still don't really believe that we can easily defeat him. So I won't really rush him yet. So I will just create more units. Of course, right now we are spending all the resources that we have, and that's good. So you don't want to have like too many resources here. You want to have them in your units, in your army. Of course, like I'm not using any wood, and as I said, gems are also not really used in this strategy. So it's all about the gold. But I mean, that's one reason why it's even more important to have as many expansions as you can, and also as many hives as you can, so you can produce a ton of units. I mean, right now we probably have even bigger army than we had in the last game against the Beast, but of course he didn't have an expansion, and he didn't have too many units that could actually fight my army. So I don't really know if we should attack him. Right now we have 8 full units, so I will probably make at least the ninth. And after that I will just make all of my units fly. Just fly into middle of his army and then drop everything, and hopefully we'll be able to kill him. Or I mean, even better would be if he just started retreating and then we just kill him somewhere without him actually fighting back. So right now we are making the last of our units. I will still need some more summoners, so probably like 2 and 2. As you can see, he's already retreating and I didn't even start moving yet towards him. But yeah, right now we have all the 9 units. I have the 10th, I mean 9 groups. I have the 10th group for my buildings, so this is the largest army that I'm like comfortable with fighting, and we will see how that goes. Of course I will still maintain some production here. Right now I will just need to click all the groups separately and make all my groups, all my units fly. I hope that all groups are full, and now is the time to test him. It should be like 135 units, I believe, and we will see how that goes. Yeah, so I will just fly in the middle, and right now we will just drop all the groups that we have, and of course maintain our production. And yes, as I guessed, he will just run away. Obviously I forgot to drop one group. Yeah, it's group number 9. I mean, I got stuck with the units in the beginning a little bit, but shouldn't be too big of a problem. As you can see, we have enough population here, so I will just move here, maybe create a fortress after that, and of course don't forget to finish all our upgrades, because of course I'm still missing some of them. And here we have some new units, so I will also make sure that I send all of them to attack. Even some units got stuck here. Of course I don't want to fight him like this here, that's the reason why I have the flying, so I actually don't have to go through this small space where he would just destroy me with the Avengers, but I can actually just fly here, drop here and destroy everything. But of course I will just repair my army first. I believe that we killed something at least, and right now we should be able to recover faster than him. So I can just use the units I send here to fill the gaps in my groups. And yeah, we have the stuck units here. I will just fly with them away, or I mean out of the trees. And here we can create more groups. Yeah, we still have some holes in our groups, but as I said, we are making lots of units pretty fast. But actually one thing that I might do, of course I will probably, since we are running out of gold in like 1 minute here, I will create a dark fortress first. But after that I will just take my summoner and I will probably build right here the new hives, because we will actually need more of them. And also, as you could saw in the games against the beast, I actually like to make some production buildings closer to the enemy base, so we can actually supply our units much faster. And of course, as you can see, we are losing pretty fast those units because they are really squishy. So it's even more important to have fast way to repair your army. As you can see, he's also making some hive stingers here. He has the upgrade number 2. And we will see. Actually, I'm not too confident in fighting him in the late game, because I mean his units are so much stronger that I don't know if the amount of units will be enough. I probably don't really want to fight him here, so I will just retreat. I mean, he's not fighting as well, but here I will just take a few of my units and here I will just make a new hive. Of course, right now I'm losing quite a lot of units because I'm really not too confident with micromanaging all those groups. But yeah, right now we are flying with most of our units, and if he comes, then I will just drop everything. Yeah, right here. So let's go right here and do the drop. Yeah, as you can see, he's just retreating right away. But of course, I probably shouldn't drop everything because he has some hive guards here. So I'm not too sure how we are going to kill that. But maybe we can... Oh, I actually don't have more gold for new hive. Yeah, we should probably send those to mine here. Also, we don't have the harvesters here. I mean, we lost like most of our units, but he did as well. Of course, I will need mana before we can actually attack him. We both have... no, I mean I have one more expansion right now, so I should have an advantage with resources. And I will make maybe even one more. Now we don't have to worry about any more summoners or anything, so it's just about the amount of hives I can make, so I can make the hive stingers as fast as possible. Yeah, also we have the max upgrades and everything, so right now it's just the full potential of this strategy. But I mean, I'm still not too confident or not too sure about the viability of this strategy in the late game. Maybe this is the time where I should transfer to something else. But I mean, it would be probably pretty difficult because he already has a lot of upgrades on his units, yeah. And I just upgraded my Hive Stingers, so maybe it wouldn't be like the easiest transition. But of course, the upgrade that we did in the incubator also applies to Hive Spitters, so I probably could just transfer to them. But I mean, we don't have any advanced buildings, so the only thing I can make are really just the Hive Spitters, Hive Guards, and Hive Stingers. And without the Avengers, I don't really think it's a good idea to just start making the Hive Spitters out of nowhere. So I will probably just try to make as many soldiers as I can, and after that we will see where we can take it after that. So first thing will be probably the Hive Stingers. Here we can create more of them. We have the new hives here, so that should be pretty okay. And I might actually create one more expansion because I don't think we really have enough resources here to maintain the production in all of our hives. And this seems like a good spot for that. Seems pretty safe. I mean, here he made some of his soldiers, but I mean, we are making them much more faster since we have so many production buildings, and as I said, we also have one more expansion, so we have more resources. Right now it's probably the right time to repair our groups, and also we should probably make sure that our units are also flying, because as you can see, he's also attacking me with the flying units right now, and we can actually make all of our hive stingers fly. Right now I just remove the fly ability after applying it, so we don't have the mana, but yeah, we have enough of them, so it shouldn't be a problem. I will just make sure that I have flying units in one group and then the ground units in other groups, so we don't mix it up. I probably will just make a new groups right now. It's not worth it to remake them or something, refill. Yeah, he's coming here. I mean, he has a lot of soldiers. Oh, actually, that was a mistake. Just a small drop, but we are continuing. And as you can see, he's not even fighting me. I don't know what he's doing. But right now we have a lot of resources, so I can actually start making much more units. He's actually attacking my town. So we'll see what can we do about that. I will probably just fly here and drop all my units. We'll probably need to make some new harvesters here. Yeah, and here I will just drop all the units we have. As you can see, we'll just probably retreat. Probably left some of them here. I mean, it's a really nice strategy, but it's really chaotic, and I wouldn't say it's like super easy to finish someone with this strategy. You really have to like out-pressure him over time, and that takes a lot of time. So I wouldn't really recommend this strategy, but it seems like we actually might have finally destroyed this army here, unless he retreated somewhere. Yeah, but it seems like we finally were able to finish him. We also have some more units here. Yeah, also like outside of the chaotic fighting, it's also super chaotic to manage the units. Yeah, like I mean, if you have like 150 units or even more that are all your fighting units, then it's like super hard to actually manage all of them. So yeah, also some of them usually get stuck in the trees or something. So I mean, it's interesting strategy, but it brings lots of problems with it. So also keep that in mind. And also you have to constantly keep uh, repairing your groups because something always dies. Also there's like really this is like zero micromanaging because you have like no way, no reliable way of actually micromanaging so many units, and they have like no abilities, they have no anything. I mean, this is like literally just send all the units on enemy and hope that you win. I actually talked about the thing that you can't increase the HP of Hive Stingers, but as you can see there actually is a way, because we have 130 HP and in baseline we have 100, and it actually seems like it's about the level, because in the Soul Trap you are storing all your experience, so we have 26,000, and it actually increased the Hive Stinger level to 5, and seems like that is the thing that will increase the HP of the Hive Stingers. So there is obviously also a way to increase these stats, and maybe even the 1 damage here is also from the level. Armor seems just the baseline 3 that we have from the upgrades in the incubator, but yeah, so there are even more ways you can upgrade all those Hive Stingers. I mean, the one good thing about this, or I mean like easy, is that you really don't have to worry about destroying buildings, because you have so many units that the buildings will just fall down in few seconds. That's like pretty satisfying. I don't even have the space here to fit all my Hive Stingers to attack the buildings at the same time. But yeah, the strategy worked. I'm pretty glad we were able to finish the game, and also, of course, that we won. I would still say that the Hive Splitter strategy is more reliable, and I would recommend it to you more. But if you want to try something different and maybe more interesting for you, you might try this. It's quite a lot of fun if you don't mind the struggle with managing all the units, groups, and everything. And as you can see, I produced over 1,000 units. Of course, we lost more than him. We had the largest army, and as you can see, the XP gained was the 27,000. As I said, it was enough for the level 5. I actually didn't check what was the level of his units, but maybe he also had a level 5 and it was like not necessary to have so much XP, but I mean, it's always good to have more XP than your enemy. Of course, he didn't destroy any buildings. We had the same amount of researches, but I mean, he had it split between multiple different units. So I think I had more upgrades on my Hive Stingers than he had on his Hive Stingers and Hive Spitters, but he had more other types of units. As you can see, I really didn't really like care about the gems and wood here. It was all about the gold. I had just a little bit more than him. He still spent more, but I mean, as I already mentioned multiple times, the very hard AI is mining faster than you. So even though I had one more expansion, I think, or maybe two more in the end, he was still able to. I mean, I mined more, but he was still able to keep up with me, and he also spent more gold. And here we have the final scores. The only thing that's here that I'm not best at is the resources, because as I said, we were only focusing on gold. But outside of that, it was pretty straightforward here. So yeah, I think it was pretty interesting game. It was also the last game of this series, so I hope you enjoyed it. And we'll probably transfer to some new series. I won't really reveal that right now in this video, but definitely there are more videos coming in the future. So keep an eye on my channel and take care, guys.